businesses that your kids apparently need to be a part of it as well, which is good. But also Sam is her business partner that they're doing this together. He's a graphic designer and he owns his own business with graphic designing, as well as he's an amazing photographer too. And so we are thrilled to have them as my business partners. I'm thrilled to have them as my business partners. Leah also has done network marketing for quite a few years now, and so she knew what type of opportunity this was going to be, and she jumped on right away. I am beyond thankful to have them as my incredible sponsors and leaders, and they have given lots of time and are just willing to make sure that this business grows for me and for my team. And so I am going to let Leah take the lead here, and if everybody can just welcome her, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Here you go, Leah.
Thank you, Seanna. That was awesome. We are truly thrilled to be working with you. Like, I didn't get to see it, but Sam talked about your live video and said you blew it out of the park. So kudos to you, and we are just really honored and feel blessed to be able to get to work with you and help you launch your business. So thank you guys for being on here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone just so we don't have any feedback on the line. And I totally want to respect your time. I'm going to try to keep this to 20 minutes or less. And I appreciate you being on here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And as I do that, I know many people, like maybe you're like us and not really looking for something. Maybe you're actually looking for an opportunity, or maybe you're just on here to get do as a favor to Seanna. Either way, we thank you guys for being on here. And no matter what you decide after this, I promise you've never seen anything like this before. It is truly, we didn't have space in our life for anything, and once I saw that video, my public health heart went crazy, and then we looked at the compensation plan, and we said, game on, we'll make time. So here we go. I'm going to get the income disclosure played right away as well.
To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
All right, I'm going to go through 5 main points on why this is such an incredible opportunity. So the industry we are in is called wearable technology. So this slide here really sums up why this is so important. Like, the industry of wearable technology is absolutely booming, and this is all information here according to Forbes. So we know in 2016 that 123 million devices were sold. Like, if you look around you the next time you're at the grocery store, the mall, wherever, like 1 in 4 people has something on their wrist now. And we know that in the next 2.5 years, that is going to increase to 411 million devices, which takes this from a $14 billion industry to a $34 billion industry. That's $20 billion of growth. And that is going to happen with or without Sam and I, Seanna, you guys. Before World Global Network entered this space, like, that's just where this industry is going. We just want a small slice of that now. So they're actually saying that the wearable technology is going to replace the smartphone, which is pretty crazy to think about. And we know technology, like, it runs the world today. It doesn't slow down. It doesn't wait for you and I to understand it before it like leaps and bounds into the future. If you think about companies like Uber or Tesla, Airbnb, Facebook, like literally all run by technology, and just absolutely incredible and blowing this industry out of the water. So we are just really excited that Fabio decided to take his company into this space of wearable technology, and now we're going to get a little piece of that as well. And what's exciting about it is just, it's the first time in history that the average person like us and you guys can actually get a piece of technology money. Never before has technology been in this direct selling space. So that brings me to my second point. We have no competition. So the industry of network marketing itself is over 100 years old. And when I say network marketing, I also mean direct sales, multi-level marketing, like whatever your verbiage of choice is, it's all the same. And that includes companies like Tupperware, Avon, Arbonne, like everything that's out there, that's this whole industry of network marketing. And now World Global Network is in that space. And actually they have been for 6 years. It's not a new company, which gives us this extra unique situation. They are established, publicly traded, worked out all the kink company, but literally this is the first time they've ever been in the United States and Canada. And it's the first device of its kind launching across the world. So we're launching a continent and a device all at one time. So a little bit of the accolades with for the company. We are a AAA rating in the Direct Sales Association. So if you're not familiar, the DSA is kind of the governing body that looks over all of these companies and just make sure everything's, X's and O's. Back when there was illegal things, like that doesn't happen anymore because we have this governing body called the DSA. Of all the companies out there, we are rated number 77 right now. And the goal of our CEO is to be in the top 10. We are the top 5 for momentum right now. Like literally, this company is the talk of the town. A company has never moved as fast and grown as big in such a short amount of time as we have at Global Network. And literally, the world is our playground. We are in 195 of 196 countries. You can grow depending on the connections you have. You can grow all around the world. The only country we are not in is North Korea. So the third point is our partnership with Toshiba. Like this really speaks to the legitimacy and that gives that third-party validation to what we're doing here. Toshiba itself is a 100-year-old company and a multi-billion-dollar company. They have a lot more skin in this to lose than you or I, if you think about it. So I always say, if it was good enough for Toshiba, it's good enough for me. And we get the question sometimes. So if this is an awesome device, why isn't it coming out through Best Buy or Target or some of those other companies the way typical like Fitbits and Garmin's come out? And Toshiba actually wanted to buy the Hilo from Fabio. This is our CEO here in this picture. And they came to him, they said, we have these chips, we want to buy your device, and he wouldn't sell. He firmly believes that network marketing is the most fast and efficient way to get a product to market. So he wouldn't deviate from that model. And we are so thankful for that. And he is getting that theory proven day in and day out with how fast this is growing. And I'll show you a slide kind of on where we've come already. And something else that Fabio is really passionate about is being able to bless hundreds of thousands of families financially versus just the tops in these companies like CEOs. He watched his father, kind of speaking a little bit to why he got in this wearable tech space. His father had diabetes and he was, working towards retirement, and as he neared retirement, he saw his quality of life decline. And then he got to retirement. He had all these goals and dreams and like, we're going to travel with the grandkids and all the stuff that he was going to do once he was able to stop working. And within a year after he retired, the diabetes actually took his life. And that was just 2 years ago. So Fabio decided he's a technology genius, and he needed to use his talents to better quality of life for people and also bless people so they don't have to wait until they retire. And we know today, most people can't even retire when it comes to retirement age. So he wanted to, bless multiple families to be able to enjoy life long before it comes to retirement age. So some of his accolades, he also created one of the first touch screens. He was the first person to bring internet to Italy. Like, the man is a genius. So we're thankful that he's in this space with us now. So another thing that really sets the Hilo apart from any other wearable technology beyond what it already does is we have something called Open API right now. And for those non-techie people, what that means is we have an app store. So right now we have over 100 app developers working on customized apps that will take the biometrics of the device and now make even more customized things. So our device is literally going to increase in value with time as people then say like, okay, I really need a customized weight loss program, or I need something to really better my sleep, or it'll just be able to take all these biometrics and help people improve their life. This lifestyle index here is the first example of an app that will be coming out here in the next couple weeks. And it will take all those biometrics and provide people with a wellness score. And then you can invite your friends into the app as well and almost make it like a little competition-based thing. So beyond the improved how this device will really be more valuable to our customers, what does that mean for us as distributors? This is what gets really exciting. If you guys are familiar with Apple, like the story of Apple, and when they entered the mobile market, it was the main players in the space at the time were Nokia and Motorola, and they dominated. And Apple came in, and it was like, well, who is Apple? And it wasn't the entrance, or it wasn't that they had awesome hardware or the touchscreen. It was actually the entrance of the App Store that set them apart. They started with 800 apps their first year, and now the Apple App Store has 2.3 million devices on it. And anytime people download an app or a plugin, those are all called microtransactions. And that the Apple App Store generates $3 billion in revenue per month right now for Apple. Okay, and one thing I didn't mention, we have Antonio De Rosa on staff here with World. And most people aren't familiar with the name, but you know what he has done. See this bad boy, the iPhone? He is the designer. He worked for Apple and designed the iPhone 5, 6, 7, and the iWatch. And now he is with World Global Network. So he designed the Hilo. So people always comment like, wow, it's like super sleek. Like people like the look of the device. And it's because we have Antonio De Rosa designing our stuff. Like, how cool is that? And you'll notice the box even looks like an iPhone box. Like it's super, super Apple-esque. So he was on a call with us a few weeks ago, and he actually said he sees our app store doing for the Hilo, or doing for Hilo and the industry of wearable tech what the App Store did for the iPhone, and totally setting it apart. So we're confident now that we are going to dominate the space of wearable technology. So the fourth point here is our easy systems. We know we have an awesome device. We know we are the first to market with this, but why is it moving so fast? And it's because we're doing it all through stuff like this, through our phone, through our computer. We just send out a 2-minute video that showcases the product, a 5-minute video that introduces the opportunity. Then when somebody says, tell me more, we get them on one of our 30-minute webinars. We have them live 2 times a day right now, or you can send out, we have recorded ones in case the schedule doesn't work for people. And then we do launch calls like this to help you launch your business, like we're doing for Seanna. Like literally, this is truly a home-based business. You don't have to leave your couch. You can do it all right from your living room. We were in Jamaica a few weeks ago, and we were like, I was doing launch calls like this from our resort room. Like, it's like, honey, we can travel the world and just do our business right from wherever we are. Like, it's such a blessing. And the systems, they're so proven and effective, not because Sam and I had this awesome idea of how to make this work, but it's because we have some of the best network marketers in the world as our leadership. Like, we are literally like 6 from the top right now, and these people right here are some of our leaders. So Tanya Hagri, she's the first female solo president. She's my direct upline. A qualified president is earning $10,000 per week. Her upline is Seville and Rachel Coe, who is in the bottom left. They enrolled in December. Tanya was in January. They are, just last week, he was showing me his check. It was $24,000 last week. They started in December. His upline is Romacio Fulcher. He is the number 41 in the entire world of network marketing right now. Chad and Natita Chong, and then Nat and Shanita Pranaputra are number 7 and number 4. And this is of all the businesses out there. And I don't say these numbers necessarily to impress you, like it's incredible incomes, but what really is meaningful is the time, the compressed time frame that these incomes are being made. So Tanya, 6 months. Seville and Rachel, 7 months. Romacio Fulcher, 8 months. Chad and Natita, 9 months, and Nat and Shanita have been in with this company for 13 months and are making $1.2 million per week. Per month. Like, it's absolute insanity. And that's why we have industry leaders leaving their high positioning in other companies and coming to World right now. So when we first got involved, the goal of the company was just to have 3% market share. Because we would get questions, what happens when Apple is able to do blood glucose, or when other companies out there can do similar things? We're like, game on. Competition is good. We're first to market, so that's great. But we just need 3% of the market share. Because at 3%, that makes our company a $3 billion company. And when you think of this whole $20 billion of growth. Well, in Bangkok, they showed this slide as to where we are after just 10 months. We are already at 5.3% of the market share. We wanted this in 3 years, and we've already surpassed it. We have surpassed Sony, Microsoft, Jawbone. Most are familiar with those names in wearable technology. And now we just need Samsung, Garmin, and Fitbit are all the only ones we're behind. So now, as we've seen how fast this is growing, and with the entrance of our app store, we're like, game on. We're going to dominate this space and be number 1. We have absolutely no doubt. So just think about that $20 billion of growth. Like, what small percentage of that do you need to completely transform your family's financial landscape? So another product that we have being released this fall is called the Infolio. This is a cell phone. You can tell Antonio has his hand all over this one. Like, it's super sleek. It has like a 5-day battery. Awesome cameras, but what we're most passionate about is it's going to be the first radiation-free phone on the market. So we have a product called BioZen, which I'll talk a little bit about here in a minute. but that is actually built into this phone. So it blocks all the electromagnetic radiation that comes out of the device. So we're really excited about that. It's going to be a whole another category creator. And speaking about fourth quarter in the future here, the Hilo, the next things that it will be able to do, we're patenting the stuff right now. It will be able to do blood glucose monitoring, give people an estimate of what their blood glucose is doing at any time through their app. We're also going to have blood alcohol. And then what's really exciting about that is it's not like the company that's developed the technology to be able to do blood alcohol from your wrist. It's a corporation out in Silicon Valley. And since we're a debt-free company, Fabio is literally like buying the whole company. The acquisitions are in process as we speak, so we will have 20-year exclusive rights to this technology. Like there will be no other device out there that can do that, which is super exciting. And we'll also have a mosquito shield on the device here by fourth quarter. So awesome stuff. One thing how we help people cast vision and kind of see how big this is. If you could go back in time and knowing like how big Fitbit is today, if Fitbit had called you and said, hey, you know the future, you know where this is going, you have the opportunity to get involved right now and you'll be able to earn off of every device sold going into the future as we launch Fitbit to the world, would you have gotten involved? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up. Right? Like hindsight's 2020 and heck, they never called. Well, that's what we have here. We have a product that is revolutionizing 3 industries at one time. Healthcare, we know companies are frantically doing anything they can to try and reduce healthcare costs. They're actually looking at wearable technology as a way to help their employees take control of their lifestyle behaviors, because we know that that's so important in managing people's health. Technology, we call this life sensing technology. It has never been done before, and people all over the world are like, say what, and coming here just because of that. And the home-based business model, like there's no parties here. There's no hotel meetings. You do everything around your family schedule from the comfort of your home. We call it network marketing of 2017. This is where it's at. So this is the Hilo. We call it the Fitbit on steroids, and we are incredibly, incredibly excited about where this is going. So 3 steps to success are how you get involved here with World. The first thing is to become a team member. You just pick your pack. If you, as you're watching this, you're like, you know what, the business opportunity isn't for me, but I need to get me one of those devices. The box set is probably the best bet for you. This is what for our customers. It's just $319, and I walked around to a health fair back when I first started just to see like, I get it, but will other people? And I walked around to all these different vendors, and I'm like, so I have this new device, this is what it does, and after they pick their jaw up off the table after hearing what it does, they're like, wait, well, how much is it? And I'm like, it's $319. And every single one was like, really? I was expecting you were going to say $700 or $800 based on what all the things it does, and nothing else like it is like it in the world. So that was that. I was like, okay, I'm all in. Let's go. Game on. So our business builders come in with one of these 2 main packs here. A family pack is $13.49. With that, you get 5 Hilos and 1 set of colored bands. So the Hilo itself comes with black, but you can get a band set and switch out the colors too. There's like pink and purple and blue and a few other colors. With that, you get a 600,000 weekly max on earnings because you get 3 business centers. And you end up, it brings a price point down per band because you end up saving $700 on that pack. The premium pack is $19.99. You get 6 Hilos and 6 sets of the colored bands if you want, the band set for every Hilo. You also get the 3 business centers and the 600,000 weekly max. And then we have the BioZen. So that I mentioned a little bit about the phone and how it's radiation free. We have a sticker chip right now that people can buy, and you just put it on the back of all of your electronic devices, and it blocks the electromagnetic radiation that comes out of this. And why this is so important, the U.S. is starting to pick up on this a little bit, very well known over in Asian countries. But we know because of how plugged in we are, everybody's always on their phone now since it's such a multi-purpose device. We have tablets galore, our laptops, all that. We know that the cumulative effect of all that radiation is not good. Like it has a definite detriment to health. So we need to bring awareness to this. But just by having the sticker chips, then you can minimize all of that in your home. So now, when my kiddos needed want to play games on my phone, I hated it when they used my phone. But now I'm just like, okay, there you go. Still just 1 hour screen time, but I don't have to worry about what I didn't like about that anymore. So that's that BioZen pack. So that's $13.50, and it's basically 30 chips, and then you get 8 free. And some people choose like love the BioZen, love the Helo, so they'll decide actually to add the BioZen onto one of the pack of Helos. So after you pick your pack, then we just help you get started. We do a launch call like this. We have the webinar system and the 2 and 5 minute videos. Like, it's pretty simple. I want to speak a little bit to our loyalty membership, because this is our auto ship program here at World. So if you're familiar with other companies, you usually have to buy like $100 of product, $150 of product every month to maintain your status. Here, you just get on the loyalty membership. It's $59 per month. It helps you hold your commissions. So each week when you get paid out, the volume that you didn't get paid out on doesn't flush. It just rolls over into the next week. You get 5 of our upgraded apps, which is a $60 value itself. You get cloud storage and online tools similar to like a Zoom platform. The top 4, 5, and 6 are what I loved most about this. It's a protection plan. So if you were to like drop your phone or run over your Helo or whatever, you break it, you're able to replace up to 2 devices per year. You also get 75 points in your back office, and a point is equivalent to $1. So then you can use that towards buying the phone when it comes out, or then the next Helo comes out, or if you want another Helo, you can use those points towards future products. So you paid in 59 and you get 75. Then you also get an extra 1% on your commissions. So we pay out 20% of our lesser leg each week in team volume commissions. Now you actually get 21%, but they take that 1% and put it in a little savings account in your back office called the money box. So that's 21% team volume to unlimited generations. Like, that's unheard of in this industry. So your total investment to have a technology business is $708 overhead per year to maintain a technology business. Like, absolutely incredible. With that, it's a $1,400 plus value on top of the extra 1% commission that you're going to get from being on loyalty. So because of how valuable they've made this, we actually have an 80% retention rate on this program, which the industry standard for auto ship program is 10 to 12%. Most people, once they get on loyalty, stay on it. And so you may see here it says 30 sales volume. We speak in terms of sales volume because we're an international company. So the $59 loyalty program every month is 30 sales volume. That's all you have to be able to maintain and collect commissions is 1 person on loyalty, because our minimums are 30 sales volume. But what that means then for residual income, every month, that's 30 sales volume that comes in from every person. So if you kind of extrapolate that out, you get in, you start working your business, and you grow your organization larger and larger. Over 3 to 5 years, so you have an organization of 10,000 people, 30 sales volume times 10,000 every single month. That's 30,000 sales volumes residually that you will have every month, getting paid out 20% on. Like, you can do the math on that. Like, this compensation plan is absolute insanity. So really the time is now. Like, for the first time ever, we have timing on our side. We will not be launching a technology business, the first of its kind in the world, forever. Like, every month, more and more people know about this. That's why it's such an incredible opportunity right now, because you can get on the front end of this with the perfect storm of a category creator, first of its kind, in a booming industry, our simple systems and our crazy leadership. Like, it's honestly the perfect opportunity. And I really like this slide because it speaks to how expensive a missed opportunity can be. If you're familiar with the story of Mark Zuckerberg and how he started Facebook, he had this grand Facebook idea swirling up in his head, and he invited 5 people to his dorm room to like tell them all about it and say, like, let's run with this. 2 people that day showed up, and those 2 people are now billionaires. Okay, so that's what we have here. Like, we have an opportunity that has never been done before. So as I wrap this up, Seanna has the top positions in her organization available right now. Although she might not have 1 or 2 after here in the next few minutes after this call, because I know people have been, since she launched this a couple days ago, like, she's doing amazing, and people are already like, let's go, game on. I want to start running this business too. So if you can hear it as soon as we get done, let her know if you're in one of 3 categories. Either C, it's not for you, and that's okay. Like, this isn't emotional for us. We're just sharing the opportunity with the world, and you can decide if this is something that's for you. But I encourage you, if you decide it's not, think of somebody in your life that this opportunity could bless, because many people out there need something like this to change their life. Or maybe you're B, you're interested, but you just have some questions that you need to get figured out. Text her, let her know. We can jump on a 3-way tomorrow and get your questions answered. Or if after seeing this, you're like, holy cow, you see what we saw and you're like, game on, sign me up. I just got to figure out my pack. Text her right away that you're an A, and as she gets that, she'll get you enrolled, and you can come in at the top positions of her organization. So I thank you guys for spending the last 20 minutes with us here tonight. I know time is so precious. I wish you the best in everything, and thanks, Seanna, for having me on tonight.